I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Josh Saunders.
We are the Pop Culturists, and this is the weekly lab report where we tell you some of the biggest headlines to come out of the pop culture industry. Hey Ben.
Good, Ryan. How have you been?
Been quite well. I think we're nailing this evening news anchor posers.
No, we're not. I have internet now, so I'm back on the grid.
Yeah, so you've been away for a couple of weeks because you've had no internet. So
Couple of weeks.
It's 2 months.
8 weeks.
It's insane.
Without internet.
Yeah. So like your only news dosage was when you would come here.
And find out what the frig's been happening last week.
Okay, what happened last week? No way!
Get outside to drive here, it's like,
There's data everywhere. There's all the Wi-Fi.
I can see it.
Like you've had this Matrix mode.
I come here, I see the little Wi-Fi thing go up on my phone and just get an erection. I missed this.
You can't explain it. It's just this, what's the word I'm looking for? Like Pavlovian.
A techno-erection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing stuff.
Again.
Yay! Yay!
Josh will be back.
Have you missed me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
I
In tatters.
Bit of a quiet week this week.
It's a horrible week, actually.
3 and a bit.
3 and a bit.
Really? Let's just get straight into it. Number one.
Welcome back, Josh. Here's 3 and a bit.
Despite the sales struggles of the Wii U, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick says the company is eagerly anticipating Nintendo's 2017 NX console release. In an interview with GamesIndustry.biz, Zelnick said that he and the rest of Take-Two are, quote, believers in Nintendo as the NX approaches. We never want to count Nintendo out, Zelnick said, so we feel pretty enthusiastic, actually. Games Industry notes that Take-Two may not rush to be one of the first to have games on the console, just as the company is not rushing to be one of the first with virtual reality offerings. But the company is excited by what Nintendo is creating, especially given Nintendo's prior track record. They're really thoughtful. They come to market with something they really think is going to work. More often than not, it really works. It blows up, and then eventually they let it decline and they move on to the next thing, Zelnick said. They don't mind having time in between. Today, Nintendo posted a huge loss for its most recent financial report, revealing a 24.5 billion yen loss for the 3-month financial period ending in June 2016. Zelnick's statements were made before the report came out, but the Take-Two CEO said at the time that he sees Nintendo's current period as quote, not a slump, it's intentional. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has previously said that what he has seen of the NX, it's really great, in quotations, believing that it is, quote, going to help the industry to continue to grow. Now, we should mention on the back of this that Nintendo's share prices has actually plummeted by 18% since all the investors came to. Well, they skyrocketed after the announcement of Pokemon Go because they were like, holy crap, Pokemon Go, that's Nintendo. People would have started throwing money. And then Nintendo had to come out and say, no, man, like we only own 32%.
32% of this.
So everyone's like, what? And just start selling.
They shot themselves in the foot.
They did. Like, those investors were uninformed and they made financial decisions because of it. And as a result, it is infecting Nintendo.
Yeah.
But conveniently, at the same time, their stocks start to drop. Out comes a report from Eurogamer about the NX. Now, a lot of in this report is pretty much what we already know. It's like, it's going to be a weird home console portable hybrid, and
no one
what their
knows.
planned cartridges. Like, apparently they've got multiple sources, but, I have multiple sources claiming things. You know what I mean? There's nothing solid. Nintendo has yet to comment. And they showed what they said to be like pictures of what it would look like. And it's like an iPad if you attach things to the side.
Yeah.
And a good game, yeah? Like, they have a daily show called Good Game Pocket. And one of the guy that runs it just taped 2 Wii remotes to an iPad with a ruler, like just gaffer taped it, and it's like, there it is. And that's what I imagine what it looks like. So with an iPad with buttons that can come off, does any of this interest you at all for the NX?
No. If they bring back cartridges, however, I'm all in. Like all my chips.
But if it's a portable console, it has to run on cartridges, and like a 3DS runs on cartridges.
It does.
Like, if you want it to be like, an example, PSP, right? Let's create a portable console that runs on moving mechanisms like a disc. That seems a really good idea.
With a laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, so kind of like if it's going to be portable in any way, it has to be based on cartridges. That's just common sense. But if it was, yeah,
They need to separate it enough from the 3DS then in that case.
or
can you put DS games in it?
What if it's the new 3DS?
I don't think so. It'll be too big to be that portable, I'd imagine. But maybe you can put your 3DS cartridges in it.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. And cross saves and shit. That'd be cool. But like with their stocks going down, do you think around, is it November, they're going to skyrocket again with the NES Mini?
Depending on sales of it, I think any investor would be kind of weary at this point to sort of financially back Nintendo. Seeing as this massive dip and...
Between me and my dad, we're buying 4 of them.
I'm buying one of them. Dylan's buying one of them.
There's 6 between people I know, and I don't know a lot of people.
I'm so excited for that one.
That might help.
However, I think once we get a more solid information about the NX, I think that's when we'll get more out of it. Like, apparently come September, there's going to, once again, from the Eurogamer report, that more will come out, which is to no surprise, because if you want to announce something before Christmas, September is when you do it. There's enough time to build hype. So that's just patents. There's nothing amazing there. However, I'm still eagerly awaiting some information about it.
I think it's got to work out for them, or else they're in trouble.
Once again, this is something they talked about on Good Game as well. They're compromising. When you compromise, no one really wins.
Yeah.
Like, we both don't get what we want. We get some crappy thing in the middle. So if they're trying to make a portable console and a home console, they're going to get a shitty version of either of them.
But they've already got the portable console market,
without the Vita pretty much dead at this point.
Yeah.
Like, there is no one else competing with the 3DS. Take advantage of that.
No one will either.
No, not a chance.
About the reported actual power of the NX is stronger than last gen, but not as strong as this gen.
Yeah, apparently it's stronger than the PS3, but not as strong as the PS4.
Yeah.
Which is Nintendo's always been the case. They've always been behind in terms of power. But
they just need some more cool new IPs.
That's true.
Sorry, and if they just released on the NX third-person Pokemon RPG, open world, there's their money back.
Speaking of portable and Pokemon.
Speaking of portable Pokemon, Nintendo, the Pokemon Go Accessory Plus has been delayed.
Expectedly.
Yeah. The Real World add-on was originally expected to release towards the end of July, so now. But according to Nintendo, the device will now launch in September. The Go Plus accessory connects to the user's smartphone via Bluetooth to let them perform tasks like catching a Pokemon with just a press of a button. The device also notifies the player when Pokemon are nearby. A Nintendo representative provided the following statement. The delay is due to preparations for the Pokemon Go application update in order to optimize Pokemon Go Plus. In order for us to offer new experiences to play Pokemon Go with Pokemon Go Plus this is poorly written, with a quality level high enough to satisfy as many people as possible, we decided that it is necessary to take enough time for the completion. We ask for your understanding. Do you think Pokemon Go is going down in popularity? Do you think anyone's going to care by this point?
They're in a tough spot. There will be a die-hard group of people that'll make it. Now, as we reported last week, this app has been downloaded approximately 35 million times. There is no way that every one of those 35 million people will be buying that wristband. I think they'd make a...
Did they announce a price on it at all?
About $30, $50 US, somewhere around there. The die-hard fans will pick it up. They will go hard with it. Like, if they make 500,000, a million of them, that would be sufficient. You know what I mean? Really.
Yeah.
But anyone else doesn't make any sense. Now, for me, it's like...
If they to launch alongside.
Yeah, rather than doing, wait... I understand that they need to wait, because the game, as fun as it is, it's still pretty broken. In hindsight, this game is really fun, but it's also not a complete game.
Servers have been good lately.
Servers are getting better.
Everything else is effed now.
They're getting better, but in order to... I don't know whether you're aware of this. One thing to help prevent server stabilization, they changed the paw print system.
Yeah.
So rather than telling you it's 1, 2, or 3, it's always 3.
I thought that was a bug.
It's a
Not
bug, but
intentional.
they're also doing it to stabilize servers.
Ah, okay.
So there you go.
There you go. Compromise. Doesn't
Yeah, compromise. No one wins. Look, I don't know whether I'd pick one up. I love the idea of it, but because I play a lot at my desk at work, because I work.
Do you really want to be like seen walking around with one though?
Probably put on my collar. I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not. But one thing I do want to see a lot more of is Han Solo. It appears that Disney has big plans for its young Han Solo as Alden Ehrenreich? Dylan? No idea. Aiden Ehrenreich is reportedly set to star in not just one, but at least 3 Star Wars films. Unnamed sources have told the New York Daily News the studio has, quote, quietly signed Ehrenreich for at least 3 movies, so that the studio can include Ehrenreich in a multiple cinematic adventures in the event the first standalone Han Solo film is a hit. Though the Daily News notes this could mean a young Han Solo trilogy is in the works, their sources do not directly say whether each of the film he is signed for would be focused on Solo or supporting appearances in other Star Wars films. According to the outlet's anonymous sources, the studio sees a lot of potential with this incarnation of the character. As Solo's adventures don't have to be tied to the Central Empire storyline, as such, these prequel films can introduce a variety of new characters and, quote, explore new galaxies and crazy creatures. Ehrenreich was officially announced as young Han Solo during Star Wars Celebration earlier this month, after earlier reports suggested the Hail Caesar star had secured the role. Disney and Lucasfilm's first Han Solo standalone movie will appear in cinemas May 25, 2018, and apparently will be start shooting in January.
It's a long way away. Can you tell me who the actor is again, please?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh, okay.
I just changed it.
I didn't
again.
catch it the first few times.
The first time I got it wrong. I hope it's not 3 Solo movies. I think that would be 100% overkill.
3 solo movies.
3 solos. Really? Solo means 1. Give me 1. And then have him as like side characters. I think they could expand. They could sort of do things. They could. I don't know what though, because I kind of don't want to see Han Solo before he becomes the Han Solo we know.
Are they starting to milk it now? Be honest with yourself.
They're lining it up to become to a saturation point. The way they've got it staggered now, as in episode movie, anthology, episode anthology, like that is perfect.
Yeah.
But if you start going episode anthology, and then a series of other movies in between, you're going to saturate the market. And even though people love Star Wars, people are going to get pissed, and you're going to start watering down the quality of this. You know, Star
But you're
Wars.
also messing with characters' origins that you didn't need to know or don't need messing with.
See, Star Wars is already on that sort of seesaw balance. Like, the people love the original trilogy, but many hate the prequels. With Force Awakens, it came out in this new place that you could still get the love for the original trilogy, but introduce something new. And I think if they keep heading down the line of introducing something new, people are going to crap that. People are going to get mad. Like, I want them to make new stuff. I don't want them to keep treading the same things, but I don't want them to ruin and run this into the ground. Because you're not a big Star Wars guy.
I enjoy the movies.
You'd have a stance either way.
No, not really. I'll see all of them regardless.
Yeah, I'm going to see every single one.
Because you'll make me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen
But
Hail
it's
Caesar. I
just-
actually don't know who this Aiden dude is, or Eldon. I don't know. I've never seen him before, so I'm really curious to see how he goes. Maybe I'm sold by his performance, and I want to see more of him.
Well, just as someone outside of the whole big Star Wars fan base, it just seems like there's always more and more and more Star Wars stuff coming out.
But Disney made a statement that they said exactly for as long as they can, they will continue to make Star Wars and Marvel movies.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous for themselves. You know what else is dangerous? It's a horrible lineup for PlayStation Plus for August. Final bit of news, number 4. Sony has revealed the lineup for the free games for the PS4 subscribers in August. According to PlayStation blog, Weird Beard Games' new physics-based puzzler Tricky Towers will be available free of charge for the PS4 next month, as well as Double Damage's space combat game Rebel Galaxy. Additionally, both Yakuza 5 and Retrograde will be free for subscribers on the with the PS3, and Patapon 3 will be available for the Vita. Finally, the old-school arcade shooter Ultratron will be available as a free download across PS4, PS3, and PS Vita.
What the hell?
I don't know any of these games.
See, this is it's a really weird balance for me because I understand the PlayStation Plus is free, but it's not free. Like, the games are free, but technically you pay for the games. So, like, by paying that monthly subscription, technically you pay for them, but they don't have to give you free games because PlayStation Plus is only really required to play online. So if you want to play online, you have to pay for it anyway. So these free games are an additional extra, and some months are really good. This month is garbage, although I've heard a lot of good things about Patapon. It's weird, it's Patapon 3.
That's the thing, though, is that...
Isn't Yakuza 5 a new game as well?
Yes. Because, you know, you have, like you said, there's good months and there's bad months. But the good months, you set the bar here, and you need to kind of keep it there. Because when it starts to drop, people piss and moan, like us.
I try not to piss and moan. For me, it's just... I have PlayStation Plus anyway, so I try not to piss and moan. The internet goes crazy. Like, I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook, and they are very PlayStation-centric. So when the announcement comes at the end of the month, everyone cries. Even though it's really good, everyone cries. Like, it frustrates me because, as I said, because it's free, but it isn't, and everyone's like, that weird entitled gamer thing.
Yeah, but like I said, you know, they have a really good month, and you kind of expect that level of quality of games every month, and you don't get it anymore.
That sounds like our videos.
I wouldn't even... Yeah. Wait, what? I wouldn't even care if they started recycling some from years ago. There's a lot that I haven't downloaded. There's people that are only new to subscribing. You know, start checking.
See, Xbox do that. They rehash a couple here and there, and like maybe that's what they need to do.
But I do like how they're kind of going with the whole indie games thing too.
Yeah.
But they kind of need to be indie games that people are excited about, like Helldivers was.
Yeah, remember when they gave out Rocket League for free, and that game is one of the biggest games to ever come out.
Yeah.
It's great. It's absolutely massive. It's disappointing, but let's just wait for next month to see what's any good. They haven't announced what...
You know what's bad when you say wait for next month, and you're meaning the next month, because next month hasn't actually started yet.
Yeah.
This month's a write-off.
Let's just ignore August. We'll come back in September. We'll go from then.
We're not coming back in
But you won't have to
September.
wait for another month, because we'll be back next week with all those important bits of news. Now, the places you want to go are obviously facebook.com/popculturists, doing a ton of stuff there, as well as the popculturist.com, which tends to sit about here. Thank you, Dylan.
And this one.
Yeah, and of course, while you're here, like and subscribe. You know, we're slowly pushing out more and more content, and, you know, it's nice to know that people enjoy it. Hence, like that little thumb down there. I like it. Big fan.
That little thumb down there.
And the thumb just goes, bing! Really good, not that thumb. Oh. But let's wrap things up. I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Josh Saunders.
That was all the big bits of news from this week in pop culture. See you next week.
Boy.